Hey, Scott here again. I'm going to do another video on some mobile app capability, and this time we'll cover the inventory function. So with this capability, you can assign inventories to a user for them to go out and count using a tablet or a laptop. They input their counts. Those counts are synced back to ILS, and the transactions are processed. And of course, if their counts match, then the freeze is lifted. If they don't match, then you'll get a recount. So we're going to walk through that capability real quick, show you how you do that. So the normal R12 process still applies. You got to request the inventory, freeze it up. And then once that's done, you go in here to inventory. Now you'll have to have a couple capabilities to do this. And the way you'll know that you have the right capabilities is when you pull up your inventory. I'll show you all these buttons. So there's my inventory I did for that's the R12. And you'll see these buttons here, assigned inventory, unassigned inventory. So that's a capability. I think it's called manage inventory assignments or something like that. And of course, to get to this screen, you got to have the inventory capability. So we're going to pick a few of these, and then you click assign. Find who you want to assign it to. So in this case, I'm going to assign it to myself. Then when you click OK, you'll see them gray out. And it tells you who they're assigned to. And that way, you know that somebody, or Scott, right, you should be out there counting these things. So now when I go to the mobile app, and I'm already logged in, so what I'm going to have to do now is, being I just assigned those, I'm going to have to go sync. So we'll come down here to the sync button. And after we're done syncing, those three inventories I just assigned myself should be on there. While it's doing that, though, we are going to do something that you won't do. And I want to see what the balance is on one of these stock numbers so I can show you something. Wrong screen. So we're going to come in here. I'm just going to... Okay. So now let's go back to the mobile app. Sync's done. I don't know what the icon looks like. There it is. So let's go to inventory. And now if you have assigned inventories, you'll see this processed assigned inventory button. And up comes the first inventory. When you click on that, they come up in warehouse location sequence. So 1A, 8, you'd be at the location, you'd count how many's there. Now I'm going to guess, because as you can see, it doesn't tell you. Let's put 0. Nope, doesn't match. And it won't tell you what the balance is. We just pop that message up, so just in case you fat fingered it, you have an opportunity to re-input it. I'm going to say, all right, I fat fingered it. There's really 4 there. It won't give you that message again. So whatever you input on the second time, it's going to take. Which one did I run the inquiry on? So this one here, let's say there's 123. I don't know. I didn't get it right. So I'm going to submit it again. Now on this one here, I ran the inquiry, 5457, there's 212. So if I type 212, it takes. And that's it. So I did the 3. Now, again, those counts won't sync up until I sync my tablet or, the mobile device. So if I just come back home, you can see the arrows are chasing each other, and it's uploading those 3 counts. Now, I didn't mention this in the other videos, but you got to have an internet connection to sync. So that should be a given. Because if you don't have an internet connection, when you go check the status of the sync, you'll see where it failed. but I have an internet connection, so there you go. So this works the same way as the other processes. That's synced up. Every 3 minutes, ILS goes and sees if there's any new synced stuff to process. So I won't see these processed right away. But what I will do, if you look at this inquiry, you'll see it's got a freeze code C. But I input the 212 and it matched. So when that does process, let's run another inquiry and see. All right, it hasn't processed yet because, like I said, it can take up to 3 minutes. So we'll just give it a minute. But that's really it for inventorying it. You input the count and the transactions will process, and then I'll come back in here and show you what this looks like after I'm done, or after the system's done syncing. So what this does is it saves you from having to go out there and write it down on a piece of paper and then come back to ILS and input all those. It just saves that step of inputting. Because you can come back here and just hit refresh list. And what that does is it'll go back and grab those. Alright, they haven't processed yet. So yeah, 3 minutes I guess could take a long time when we're sitting here trying to do a video. But that's just how it works. Alrighty, there you go. Freeze code is off. Day last inventory is updated to today. So now when I come back over here and I hit refresh list, one of those are going to go away, right? Because the count matched. And then I should have an IRC. Alright, so you can see those top 3 are gone now. I did a couple earlier, but there's my IRCs, a couple of those, because I input the wrong count. Now you can go, let's say, and I can assign those 3 IRCs back to myself, which really you shouldn't do, right? Recount should be done by somebody different. Alright, well I ain't gonna. But anyways, that's it for the inventory. You assign the inventory. Now, if you do assign the inventory to somebody, and then you want to unassign it, you just check them and hit unassign inventory. And that is it for how to do inventories on the tablet. Thanks for watching.